everybody, Beatles Dave calling to you from Derbyshire in the UK. Hope everybody's fine and dandy. Remember, this is the channel where we talk about everything to do with the Beatles, whether it's LPs, CDs, singles, EPs, box sets, books, But we do, it is also a channel for record collectors, so we do things on other artists as well from time to time. However, today we are talking about the Beatles, and if you've read the title, you know what this one is about. Is it actually really worth going out and buying this LP, the Beatles Live at the Hollwood Bowl? This is the reissue from 2016. Now, to me, it's a bit of a mixed one, this. Obviously, I've got the original LPs that came out in 1977, which sound okay, and then I've got the reissue that was on MFP from the 1980s. Now, to me, I can understand in one way why they did it, because it was the time of the film, wasn't it? The Ron Howard film of 8 days a week, the touring years. So I can sort of understand it, but surely wouldn't it have been better to do something like the Shea Stadium concert in this, or something like that, Because basically you're buying it for 1, 2, 3. You're buying it for 4 songs, aren't you? Because if you've got the original LP, you're basically getting, you can't do that from 1964. I Want to Hold Your Hand from 1964. Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby from 1965, and Babies in Black from 1965. The rest of the track listing is exactly the same as the one that was on the Hollwood Bowl. Don't get me wrong, better cover, a lot better cover, and it is a gatefold. So the track listing is, bearing in mind this is the Beatles Live at the Hollwood Bowl, which has already been out, apart from those 4 songs we've just talked about. So you get Twist and Shout from 1965, She's a Woman from 1965, Dizzy Miss Lizzy from 1965, Ticket to Ride from 1965, Can't Buy Me Love from 1965, Things We Said Today from 1964, Roll Over Beethoven from 1964, Boys from 1964, A Hard Day's Night from 1965, Help from 1965, All My Loving from 1964, She Loves You from 1964, and then the original album finished off with Long Tall Sally from 1964. Because I mean, even the original album was 2 sort of like concerts edited together, wasn't it? So it doesn't, although it makes sense, it doesn't make sense to me. I think they could have, perhaps mixed tracks from the Hollwood Bowl with, other live songs. It was slightly remixed by Giles Martin, so the actual album itself, I haven't got a problem with it. I just think that, really they could have perhaps done a bit better track listing from, like I said, songs from Candlestick Park, maybe a couple of songs from, Tokyo. There is decent, like, unofficial songs of them in Blackpool and places like that. So maybe it would have been better to make it, a retrospective of the actual touring years instead of just featuring the Hollwood Bowl concert, which, to be honest, isn't really one of the best. Bearing in mind it was 2 concerts, and I think Babies in Black was on the an EP, wasn't it? What was the song? Baby It Shoots on that one, I think. So yes, it was remixed by Giles Martin. It was endorsed by Apple and Universal Music, and there's actually a little thing here from George Martin, which I think again was on the original LP. It just says, those of us who were lucky enough to be present at a live Beatles concert, be it in Liverpool, London, New York, Washington, Los Angeles, or Tokyo, Sydney, or whatever. So, I mean, even in 77, George Martin was like saying, they did tour, So, there's source tapes out there. We'll know how amazing, how unique those performances were. It was not just the voices of the Beatles, it was the expression of the young people of the world. George Martin. Just leave that there. I'll be back in 1 second. Oh, excuse me, I should have done this before. So I'm just going to look at this I'm sure the track listing is virtually the same as Miss Liz, A Ticket to Ride, Can't Buy Me Love, Things We Said Dave, All Over Beethoven, Boys, A Hard Day's Night, Help, All My Loving. Yeah, so basically they've just done that, but they've put more songs onto side one, haven't they? Because side one was now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, so they made 9 songs on side one of that, where it was 7, 6, 1, 2, because that is the original version. So like I say, you know, the cover is better. The cover is better. Don't get me wrong, I did go out and buy this, so I'm not saying you shouldn't buy it, but what I'm saying is, to be honest, you're paying full price, aren't you, for just them 4 songs, really. Like I say, you know, to the film that, you know, the Ron Howard film, I've got no worries about at all. It is a brilliant film. And if you haven't seen it, please check it out. And I think most of it is on YouTube. But for saying, you know, if it was supposed to be 8 days a week, the touring years, and this was supposed to be like the thing for it, surely they could have mixed it up a little bit and not just had the same old, basically the same old things that we've had since 1977. I mean, even when it was released in 1977, it wasn't the fans' biggest favourite album, was it? You do get a nice inner sleeve with this. That is in the sleeve. Nice, you know, photo of the boys. And then you get that one there of them actually playing. So, you know, there is things for this album, don't get me wrong. There is things for it. As a package, I do think that it is, you know, a really, really good package. And you get custom labels on this as well. I mean, I put it in an anti-static sleeve. So that is side one. And then that is side 2. Like I say, as a package, I've got no problem with it whatsoever. I think it is really, really well done. The sound quality and everything is brilliant. Well, as brilliant as it can be for something that was originally recorded in 1964 and 1965. I just think it's a shame that it hasn't got, you know, some of the things, you know, some of the other concerts they did all around the world from 1963 to 1966. You know, yeah, that's good, and that is good. You do get a barcode on it as well. Don't get me wrong, it is. If you haven't got the original album, then yeah, fair enough. But to me, it seems a bit of a wasted opportunity. But that is just my opinions. You know, this channel is just all my opinions. If you'd never had the original album, you probably think this is brilliant. Don't get me wrong, I do think it is nice. I'm not saying it's pointless to go out and buy it, but to me, why go out and buy that if you've got this one? Because again, this does look a bit more cheap now, though, doesn't it? Compared to that one, it does look a bit more cheap. Okay, you do get the Hollwood thing and you get the tickets on it. And again, it is a gatefold, but you don't really get anything in it, do you? Just in this, you didn't get an in sleeve. Well, not with the UK version anyway. I don't know about in America and places. So that's side one of the original album. And then that is side 2, the track listing. So the track listing was on side 2 for side 1 and side 2. I mean, sound quality on that was good, but like I say, at the time, it wasn't a great seller. This is what I'm saying. I can sort of understand the reasoning behind this, and as a overall package, this is a hell of a lot better than that one, in my opinion. But I just think it's a shame that they didn't put some songs from other concerts instead of just really, basically, it's a rehash of that, and it's not really a very good rehash, is it? Because it's exactly the same. It's just they've added 4 songs on it at the end, and like I say, Babies in Black was on the CD version of Baby It's You, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. It's on one of them, you know, mid-90s Apple single releases, wasn't it? Or whatever you call them. Like I say, all in all, it is nice. And if you haven't got that one, then yeah, go out and buy that one. But the only thing is, if you're buying that brand new, that is going to cost you best part of 30 quid. You go on eBay, even something like that, which is virtually mint condition, you can probably get for like 10 quid. But then as a completist, even if you've got that, you've got to get that for them 4 songs there, haven't you? So really, if you're Beatles fanatic or Beatles completist, you do have to add both of them. So that's it. The Beatles live at the Hollwood Bowl. That was never a brilliant album in my opinion when it came out. It would have been better doing it as just the one concert from 1964 or the one concert from 1965, because mixing it all up, yes, it does sound like it is one concert, but it's not. So to get that and transfer it onto that and then just add them 4 songs, to me, it's a missed opportunity to put like that. That's all I'll say on it. But don't take my word for it. If you haven't got it, by all means, go out and buy that. Can't afford that one, go out and buy that one, because apart from the packaging on that is better. It is, you know, the overall packaging, the appearance, that, in my opinion, is better than that one. But then again, that has got its moments. You've got to remember that came out in 1977, didn't it? This came out in 2016. Which do you prefer? If you've got both of them, tell me. That's got its merits, hasn't it? And that's got its merits. But, you know, like I'm saying, you know, it came out, this really came out to promote the Ron Howard film, didn't it? So it's just a shame that they didn't use some of the songs that was in the film. It's a brilliant film, that is. And it even had them playing at the cabin and all sorts on that. So it's a shame they didn't incorporate some of the songs on that into this, and then they've just poured it 8 days a week. I think that would have made more sense. But it is what it is, unfortunately. And it's just me having a bit of a moan with it. Well, I'm not really having a moan. Both nice to have, you know. Just seems a shame that is really a rehash of that. That's all I'm saying on it. So, as always, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've liked this video. If you've liked it, do me a favour, please leave me a like and just hit that subscription button, because that's what we're here for. The more subscribers get, the more videos I can make. And like I say, 99% of the time it is about the Beatles, but the channel is also about record collecting in general. So we do talk about how to clean your records, how to store your records and things like that, how to use your equipment, make sure your equipment's in nice condition and things like that. We do things on other artists as well. So, you know, if you like other artists apart from the Beatles, this is still a good channel for you to be in, because we do things on other artists. We've done Adam and the Ants, we've done Eric Burdon and the Animals, we've done the Kinks, done David Bowie, you know. So, you know, if you like collecting these pieces of plastic, as we used to call them, didn't we? You know, it never used to be called a vinyl, it was just a record, wasn't it? But times changed, don't they? Times changed, because you've gone from that to that, which is basically the same album, although that is slightly remixed. But even that was remixed by Martin, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. So, yes. So, as always, love your records, cherish your records. You do have to clean your records from time to time. If you clean your records, they will last you a lifetime. Treat them with respect, because these things now, I mean, that is best part of 45 years old now, isn't it? 44 years old. So, you know, that technically now is a vintage record, isn't it? You know, which would I prefer? I don't know. I mean, I've got them both, so it's immaterial because I've bought them both. So I can't say don't go out and buy that and buy that one. That one has got its merits. But then again, as a package, like I've said, that is better overall. But you're not really getting anything new that isn't on that, apart from them 4 songs. And if they was that good, to be honest, they'd have been on that original, wouldn't they? That's my reckoning behind it. But you know, I don't know what George Martin was told at the time of the original release. Do I say? Anyway, like I say, cherish your records, look after your records, clean your records. Above all, play your records, because that's what we collect them for, don't we? You know, it's. I've said it before. A lot of people will get into records and they think, oh yeah, I can make a lot of money out of this. Sometimes you can. Don't get me wrong. You know, I've got records up here. I've got LPs that are worth £500, £600, £700 for one record. You know, so you know, if I was to sell them, I could make some money. But that ain't why I collect them, because I'm a record collector. You know, simple as that. And most of you will be record collectors or Beatles collectors to be watching this channel. So that's going to be it for today. So once again, thank you very much for joining me for today. And if you've got either of those two albums, just drop me a comment and, you know, what you think of it. You know, do you think, like I do, that was a missed opportunity because they could have put like snippets from concerts from around the world, not just the Hollwood Bowl one? Well, that was just the Hollwood Bowl, wasn't it? But you know, the Shea Stadium soundtrack does exist. You know, final tour they did of Japan, there is a soundtrack to that exists because you can get it on bootleg. That would have been nice if they'd incorporated a little bit more than just the Hollwood Bowl. That was all I really wanted to say on this video. It sounds like I'm moaning, but I'm not moaning, that because I do love both those LPs and I do play both the LPs. So, you know, it's just one of them things. It was a missed opportunity. That's all I'll say on that one. Quick weather report. Don't know what it's like where you are. It's actually really, really nice in Derbyshire at the minute. Might not get any videos for a few days after today because we are going on a little trip to Liverpool. It's like our second home, Liverpool is. So I might make a couple of videos while I'm there and then post them when I come back. I haven't decided yet because we're going to try and do something a little bit different. So as always, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it, please put that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And if you hit notifications, then you get notifications as well. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave from sunny Derbyshire. Cheerio, stay safe, love and peace. Love and peace. Be nice to one another.